Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon. So, of course, I have to talk about something that's Disney related, something that's movie related, yada yada yada. So, with that in mind, I just had to think of something that I could think of that would be somehow related to their motion pictures and whatnot. So I thought about it. Okay, what came to mind is that okay, this is something I sort of spoke about before, I guess, kind of, and that's cosplay, specifically for Disney. Of course, for cosplay, it's not just okay for those who don't know. I don't know how nobody can know because this has been around for quite some time. Cosplay is, of course, not something solely just for Disney. You can dress up as any character from any movie, from any franchise. This, of course, does not just apply for animation either. It could be like for live action movies like James Bond or whatnot, or even anime. And not just that. Maybe something from a manga series, or maybe something from a comic book series, or even something from video games and stuff like this. So yeah, cosplay is a thing that a lot of people have been enjoying for quite some time. It's like a practice of dress up as a certain character from even from a book as well. So yeah, a lot of people engages in this kind of thing. And by the way, this is by no means a way to talk trash about anyone who does this. If you enjoy this as a hobby, that's fine. I'm not going to condemn it at all. I'm just trying to use something as a way to talk about Disney related specifically. When it comes to Rapunzel, they changed her outfit, but kind of just keeping in tune with what they were going for the movie, which I thought was pretty cool, I guess. The color schemes and whatnot. I mean, of course, that's not the only time they've done this kind of a thing either. Yeah, like this as well, which I actually liked. So again, keeping the way they had it in the film with the colors and whatnot, you can easily know what they were trying to do here. Of course, nice little touch, I guess. But of course, that's not gonna stop other people from doing this, putting the same thing. Of course, obviously, doing like a Boba Fett kind of a thing with Rapunzel, which I actually like. That seems to be a pretty cool look, I guess. And yeah, this of course will also apply to other Disney characters as well when it comes to princesses, of course. So we kept her Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. So that's good. The original one, of course, the animated feature, of course. And they thought they would do the same thing again with Queen Elsa. So yeah, three different characters as Boba Fett. So I know that's going to take quite a bit of money to make or buy because some people can actually make their own outfits if they want, if they don't find the material, I guess. And even Princess Anna would do the same thing, of course. And she would play like a version of Boba Fett, I guess. So that would take quite a bit of time to make if they made their own. And yes, you're gonna actually buy the complete outfits online or in store, what have you. So just so you know, folks, of course, this kind of a thing has been going on for quite some time, and that's probably fine. Also, it doesn't just apply to those type of characters either. Same can be going for the villain characters, like the one character from Rapunzel. So yeah, people are actually willing to spend quite a bit of money for these outfits, and yes, it can be pretty expensive, especially from the top quality material. Even if you're making it yourself or just buying it that's already been made, either way, to get the top-notch kind of stuff, it will be pretty expensive. Just saying. Really, just for this one, $116 plus tax, and let's not forget about shipping and handling. So yeah, folks, you really have to have the pocket, even just to buy something like this. Oh boy. I mean, this is not a way to discourage anybody. If you can actually afford it, go ahead, knock your lights out. Or no, okay, that's not how you say it. Break a leg. No, not a man like that. Oh, you get what I mean. Do it as much as your heart content, is what I'm trying to say. If you really want to do this kind of a thing, it's not inherently bad, of course. You just, I guess, maybe have to save up the money, I suppose, if you can't afford it. I know there's some people out there from lower income families. They can't really afford it, really, but, I mean, if there's a will, there's a way, I guess. And also, there's, of course, one for Elsa, obviously. But this one I found, yeah, for 99 plus tax, and of course, shipping and handling. That's a tad cheaper, I guess. But the thing is that, I guess if you know somebody on a personal level, maybe you could trade them for something with that outfit, I guess. I don't know. So, I know some people don't mind trade, I guess. But I guess it really depends on the person, I suppose. So, that's something to think about, I guess. Obviously, I did not forget about the one special fairy, and that's Tinkerbell, whom, honestly, I didn't bring up in quite a while on this channel, which seems rather odd since I used to talk about this character quite often. So, yeah. But yeah, of course, anyway, obviously, people will, of course, dress up as Tinkerbell as well, which does make sense because considering the fact that she did become one of the more popular characters from the studio. And if anything, one of the most popular characters from the studio. And that's perfectly fine. So, yeah, a lot of women out there from various ages will dress up as a well-known character. The thing is that, folks, I'm just going to be just sticking with the grown-ups dress up as these characters. If I'm going to be honest with you, I prefer it that way. But speaking of Star Wars from earlier, yeah, of course, there's the Princess Leia slave outfit. Even the character of Tinkerbell wore something from Star Wars. Again, that actually does make sense considering the fact that Disney does own the rights to Star Wars nowadays. So, yeah, expect that kind of a thing to have happened. I mean, chances are it happened before that, but since they do own the rights now, they expect that kind of a thing to happen more often, of course. That's fine. I'm not arguing against it. If you want to do it, go ahead. They've been doing this kind of a thing for quite some time anyway, and chances are they're not going to stop anytime soon, if ever. And yeah, Tinkerbell's outfit has been altered quite a few times as well, but still keeping in the same vein as the character would wear with the coloring, the texture, the patterns, and whatnot. And I like it though, I really do. They actually did their own versions of the character's outfit quite a few times over the years. I don't see why not. They've done it before, so with the other characters as well. The character Tinkerbell has been around for more than 20 and 30, 40 years. Yeah, she's been around for quite some time. So she has her own merchandising when it comes to toys and whatnot. But for some reason, when it comes to her toys, I mean, and whatnot, it's really difficult to find, really. I mean, okay, that sounds like a whole separate other video, but with that aside, she still remains a fairly popular character when it comes to cosplay. A lot of people do like her sassy attitude. She's short-tempered, but yet adventurous and whatnot. And she's very willing to do whatever she believes to be right. So, yeah, she's definitely a positive female role model. Yes, that can actually happen. I do mean that that's a good thing, of course. I'm bringing up Tinkerbell because she was actually considered as a Disney princess for quite some time, but unfortunately not anymore. Which I did find kind of odd because it seems like, why? I never understood that. I mean, I know there's a certain thing, there's certain, I guess, policies or rules or whatever that you should apply to a princess type character if she's going to be a princess, I guess. But okay, anyway, moving on from that. So I'm talking about, I guess, the character from Belle. So yeah, from the original Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, even her, a lot of people like to cosplay as a character, which I get because the original Beauty and the Beast became one of the biggest hits, critically and financially, of course. So yeah, a lot of people seem to enjoy that film, so it does make sense. A lot of people would actually want to cosplay as that character. Yeah, do realize it can be pretty expensive. That's $300, whether not included tax plus shipping and handling. Oh boy, we'd have to have deep pockets for this kind of a thing, of course. Again, a quick reminder: this is not no way by any means trying to discourage anybody for cosplay. If you can find a way to do it, be my guest. Why not? It's for fun anyway. Well, it seems like an expensive hobby when you think about it, but hey, people are able to do it in one way or another. So yeah, there's that. Dressing up as these princess characters is, of course, by no means a degrading manner, of course, at all. This dress, like the one I was showing you a moment ago, looks really nice. Expensive, but really nice. There's a lot of detail in the fabric. I like the color scheme they have radio, folks. So that's something. Of course, they don't mind spending quite a bit of money making the outfit. Yes, people have to use money to make the outfit. That's the thing. That's one of the reasons as to why these outfits tend to be really expensive, because they're making really good material to make it. So they do have to make that money back. So basing an outfit on a Disney character does actually seem reasonable to make a good profit on the outfits, of course. Yes, believe it or not, people making the cosplay outfits to sell off in stores and so it can be sold by people. Yes, that actually requires a budget, believe it or not. So, in other words, the store has to make money, and then the person who made the outfit has to make money. I mean, yeah, you could cut the middleman and just make the outfit yourself, but even then, you have to find the material yourself to make the said dress thing you want to, have done. Even then, it's going to be quite a bit of an effort to make it your own. Just keep that in mind. I'm not going to forget about the fact, like I was talking with the other characters in this video, yep, the whole slave outfit from Princess Leia, the whole Star Wars bit again, yep, doing this here again. So even that will come out pretty expensive as well. And again, that right there does not mean he's going to be degrading towards a woman. No. I mean, if she has the body for it, I guess, kind of. I do think that this in its own way can be empowering, dressing up as your own favorite princess character, even if, yes, they're dressed up in this kind of manner. That doesn't have to be degrading at all, like I was saying a moment ago. A lot of women out there actually do like the intention. The thing is that not every single woman, but there are women out there who do like the intention in that way. No touchy, no. Doesn't have to involve touching, no. But still, oh yeah, seeing these two characters like this, I wonder what would happen. I've seen an enslaved Elsa along with an enslaved Belle. I mean, okay, yes, I do realize both characters lived in different time periods. I know that, but still, it would have liked to imagine. I guess for a hypothetical scenario, if you want to build a story around that to see how things could go. And that's another thing. You could use cosplay to tell stories. You don't necessarily have to, but you could use this as a way to do such a thing. But anyway, moving on from that, I have to bring up Merida. Yep. I know the character of Merida doesn't get brought up all that often, even in cosplay, which is unfortunate because the character is actually pretty likable. I mean, yeah, okay, granted, Brave did receive fairly mixed reviews, unfortunately, because the film was actually not all that bad. I actually liked it. I really did. I really honestly believe that it was one of the better princess movies that they made over the years. I really enjoyed it. So when some individuals are actually dressing up as the character of Merida, it's actually a nice sight to see because you're showing some appreciation to the character. That's definitely a good thing there. I just wish people would do that more often. and actually acknowledge the character. Like the movie Frozen, gets a lot of attention. Tango gets a lot of attention. Other princess characters do get a lot of attention. I'm not trying to talk trash about any of those movies, of course, but it's nice to see that some attention, some, I guess, fans do enjoy this character. Is definitely a good thing there, and I do appreciate that. That's definitely a good appreciation right there. She's definitely one of those princess characters that never fell in love, that never had a relationship. Not that I'm talk shit about relationships or anything. No, no. It just goes to show you that not in reality, not everyone's gonna have a relationship. Not every character needs to have a relationship. Not every single story out there needs to center around a relationship. Not that I'm against that really, but I'm just saying. So, as something like, okay, let's say that Merida has a big, beautiful garden that's really stunning and large. A relationship should be a part of it. It should not be the only thing that's there. I guess that's. I mean, you can add to it, I guess. Sure, but I guess that's one way of putting it, I suppose. I'm just saying. I mean, okay, this video is turning into some other direction all of a sudden. But I'm just saying. Chips shouldn't be the only thing that divides you, is what I'm saying. I mean, you can add to it. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, okay. Yada, yada, yada. Like I said, this is starting to become something else. But yeah. I mean, you can add it to the story somehow, to some extent. If you can actually make it important enough. But, okay, I'm not trying to say that every single movie out there should have a relationship thing going on. But like I said, okay, enough about that. It's turning into something else here. But yeah, I really do like the fact that there are people out there who give this character, the light of day. That's definitely a plus in my eyes. That yeah, there you go. I'll definitely give Brave a recommendation, even though having them make a sequel to the film seems highly unlikely. Not even a TV show. Not even a comic series. Nothing. Not even a book or set of books or whatever. But nevertheless, I would still say check out Brave anyway. It's probably best. It's just a standalone movie, I guess, because you could ruin it by making a bad sequel or bad series of sequels. But okay, getting off topic there again. But yeah, I really did like Brave. I really did. It's definitely one of my top favorites, even though a lot of people don't want to talk about it for whatever reason. But okay, let's just try to end this video already. It's already gone quite lengthy as it is, so let's just move on and just finish this thing already. The other character I'll bring up is the character from Frozen 1 and 2, Princess Anna. Clearly, I do like this character. She definitely matured in the sequel, but the character always seems pretty consistent in a lot of ways. And yeah, a lot of people do believe that she's actually a positive role model, so I can actually see as to why a lot of people would want to cosplay as this character. And yeah, the thing is that, again, excuse me if I repeat myself here, cosplaying as a character like this, a Disney princess character, doesn't mean it's degrading. It really isn't. A lot of people seem to think so, but it really doesn't. If I have to make a list of my top favorite princess characters from Disney or any other studio, it would be her. And yeah, a lot of women out there do feel the same kind of way. Definitely one of the best well-known princess characters out there. And yes, there's been guys who actually dressed up like this. But hey, no judgments here, folks. I'm not gonna bash somebody just for doing that. Hey, if you wanna do that, be my guest. That's fine. I mean, in regards of the whole empowerment thing, I know Disney princess characters were mocked in shows like American Dad for that character of Haley just because the princesses, oh, they're degrading, yada yada yada. That would be such a pessimist. Come on now. Just because a character is a princess doesn't mean a character is trying to promote, weakness. Or even a character like the Queen, for example, can be powerful in her own way. Again, yes, I do realize that these outfits can be pretty expensive. Yeah, really expensive. But, yeah, again, this is by no means trying to dismiss the idea of trying this. A lot of people do enjoy this kind of a thing. The business of cosplay does make a lot of money. So, yeah, here we go with the whole slave outfit again. I do think you can make a story around that somehow. Some potential to be to have a good story here. There's potential in everything to have a good story. I mean, if the premise is good, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people get a lot of story ideas just by looking around, looking at outfits, or looking at the scenery. A lot of people can think of lots of good ideas. So this is a form of being creative. And yeah, Princess Aurora, I have to bring her up because she's definitely a pretty popular character as well. Yeah, she's cool in her own way. And I do think that she does get a lot of attention as well, and in a good way, because she's definitely iconic in her own little way. A lot of people seem to like this character, a lot of women. Always looking really pretty, and that's definitely a good thing. Yeah, I know, I'm a guy, I'm talking about this kind of stuff. Whoop-de-dee, whoop-de-doo. It's my channel. I'm gonna do whatever I want. But anyway, yeah, I do like some of the colors that they have with these characters, with this princess character. They're trying to stay close to the films as close as possible, like regardless of who's doing what. Trying to stay close to what they were in the first place as much as humanly possible, which actually is pretty good. I do appreciate the effort, even if the people are doing this professionally, like in Disneyland. I mean, people in Disneyland, it's not really, I guess, cosplay at this point. I guess not really, but still, it's still pretty cool in its own way. People get paid to professionally do this, and yeah, by all means, go for it. The thing is that definitely do it. And people do like spend a lot of time and effort in this kind of field of entertainment, and I do believe that this is a form of art. Yes, I went that far. I could call it that. It's very creative in a lot of ways, and I do think that creative minds should stick together and to make the world a better place for everybody. And yes, there's a definite community for these kinds of things, of course. And I do appreciate the fact that we are going to be respectful towards each other. I mean, yes, yeah, obviously there's going to be some problems, and it does happen. Yeah, I'm going to just try to stay away from the drama stuff as much as possible with this video. Just keep it as positive as possible. I like the hair, like in this one, I like the outfit and whatnot. This is definitely something a lot of people want to spend a lot of money and time. It's definitely a hobby for a lot of people, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing harm. There's nothing harm being done here, as long as everyone's having some enjoyments throughout this, their activities and whatnot. It's something I can definitely say that just keep doing it. Like this, for example, this one is really nice to look at. I like the shade of blue in that one. It's really nice. You want to make it seem magical, really see it seem elegant, really nice to look at, really stunning. And that's perfectly fine because you can tell a lot of these women did place a lot of effort. It's definitely not some amateur hour, like at all. And that's a good thing. I like that. I really do. There's a lot of effort being done in this kind of a thing. And you should not feel ashamed to do this kind of a thing, folks. And yes, I know I didn't bring up every princess character. I mean, I wanted to, but the thing is that this video is already going on long enough. It's nearly 30 minutes. Lots of, lots of photos are shown. Trust me, folks, if I show more of these characters, a variety of characters like different outfits or different alterations of certain outfits, trust me, this video would be a lot longer than it already is. It's almost 30 minutes. Yeah, it's almost 30 minutes. Oh boy. I do appreciate anybody actually watching this because this video is really lengthy. The video is about to be done. Maybe I can do another video speaking about cosplay and Disney princesses or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what that would be about or whatever. I guess we'll just see. I don't even feel like it, I guess. But anywho, obviously, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. Oh yeah. Later.